Two local candidates locked in a heated race met for a debate on Monday. DITV Assistant News Director Jace Bertrand stopped by a watch party for one of these candidates to see how their support is taking form.
I'm here outside the Sanctuary Pub where supporters of Christina Bohannon have gathered to watch her face off in a debate against Mariannette Meeks. While Bohannon faced off against incumbent Mariannette Meeks in their first and only debate ahead of the election, supporters and staffers alike met to show their support for the Democratic candidate.
Seeing who else is supporting her, kind of making my voice visible by being here, not just voting.
Throughout the debate, attendees could be heard responding to the candidates' responses, both with cheers and boos. Overall, many were pleased with Bohannon's performances during the debate.
I really was impressed by how adept Christina Bohannon was in fielding all the questions that were presented to her.
The way she closed, really hitting on these are the key issues that we need to consider. Just keep doing that.
The topic of abortion was discussed heavily during the debate, something many Bohannon supporters feel is a key issue going into the election.
So knowing that we can have the conversation about federal codification of abortion access rights is vitally important.
While supporters watched the debate, attendees were encouraged to sign up for canvassing and volunteering in order to get as many people as possible to the polls.
To me, it's still a who works the hardest, who has the best ground game, who's talking to the most people and getting in touch with and talking directly to the most voters.
There are people who are excited about Christina, people who are not excited about Representative Meeks, and I'm really hopeful that that's going to result in a big win for Christina on the 5th.
And with the election now less than 2 weeks away, many of the people gathered here today are firm in their support for Christina Bohannon. Now I'm going to send it to DITV's Kayla Smith, who was elsewhere in Iowa City, to see how others gathered for the debate.
Thanks, Jace. I'm here at Quinton's Bar and Deli, where members of the community came together to support Mariannette Meeks in her debate against Christina Bohannon. The event was hosted by Eastern Iowa Young Republicans and Americans for Prosperity to bring together like-minded conservative voters.
Seeing young voters here definitely excites me and just makes me excited for the future.
Many attendees viewed Meeks' performance as a sign of her leadership abilities and how she has grown since being in office.
I feel like seeing her grow from like the speaker that she was 4 years ago to now, I can definitely see she answered a lot of questions better, and she seemed like she gathered a lot of her thoughts in a professional way.
On the contrary, attendees felt disappointed in Christina Bohannon's performance in the debate.
Christina Bohannon definitely had a little bit of loopholes, and I felt like not everything was cohesive.
With many big ticket issues being a focal point of the debate, many attendees felt reassured by Meeks' viewpoints on topics such as abortion.
I have a lot of Christian values, and I aim to uphold that in the state, and it was just super interesting to see a woman have that same backing and that same morals.
With this congressional seat coming down to just 6 votes in 2020, both sides of the political aisle are hoping that this debate will be the final push that either side needs to win this toss-up race come November 5th. From Quinton's Bar and Deli, this is Kayla Smith, DITV.